All right, we're here. We've got Land Before Timers versus Black Flag B team action. Should be a pretty exciting game. Get the tree out. We are good to go. If you'd like to come join commentate with me, I always welcome guests. I don't care if you do color commentary or play-by-play. Doesn't matter to me. I can do either. I usually do both on my own streams. So for those who don't watch a lot of B Team or aren't sure how the league's doing, I'll fill you in. We've got okay. So right now, Black Flag is in 5th, and Land Before Timers is in 4th. They both have 15 points, but most other B team games are already in. A lot of the teams that are over top of them are actually only a couple points and have already played tonight. And so both teams definitely in a position to put themselves in the number 1 and number 2 slot for this week here. So we'll have two. This is two very good B teams. It should be pretty exciting.
2,
as
1.
We get kicked off. Land Before Timers on red. It will be Chucky and Steez on blue, or on O, with Darth and Mr. Peanut on D. And for Black Flag, we have Harry Kane and It Dolph on red on offense. Excuse me, jeez. And with Porps and Trapson on defense. We have our first grab here. Not much comes out of it. Transilio, somewhat of a slow map, pretty defensive. Not a lot of easy grabs. Grabs are very difficult. A couple of the ways that teams get out, and as Harry Kane does get out with the pass 2 with the grab, Steve's in trouble, going to try to hold. Mr. Peanut and Darth do catch up, and LBT is able to corral the blue team offender. Darth looks like may have it out in here, and he does not. And It Dolph goes for the boost, tries to get past 3. Mr. Peanut is there for the stop. The first round of power-ups comes up. Dart looks like both teams will get their own power-up, and Steez will be the winner of the Tide Pro in the middle. So Land Before Timers wins the first power-up battle 2-1. However, Black Flag does have a Juke Juice on defense, so they will probably end up getting a Flag Pro grab. Porps should be able to keep Mr. Peanut at bay. The Juice does run out, and the Tide does run out as well. Steez does get a grab off of it, though, out past 2. Harry on the gate getting blocked out. Porps catches up. Black Flag does maintain an anti-re, so that will stop the regrab train in before it can even start. And both defenses get reset again. And like I said, not a lot of opportunity here to get good grabs, especially against a good defense. Portals and the bombs are your big outs here. As Harry Kane gets out past 3, but Chucky strong balls Trapson and holds that gate to save the cap there. The regrab train is going, and power-ups are going. Porps trying to clear out the base, and it looks like this may be a cap. No, Chucky does get the grab for now, and if he can get out, then yes, he does get out. And so Black Flag not able to get on the map, excuse me, on the board yet. Really good flag carrying by Chuck there to, Chucky to keep himself out. Tag Pro's Kiss, they're about to spawn, and Porps does need to get out. He gets the gate out, out past 2, past 3, and Steez needs to try to get out here, and it looks like he'll have a good juke. He does have it, he's out, and now Steez is past 3, and a little bit of a miscommunication there on blue, and they'll run into each other, their flag carrier, but Harry Kane makes up for it by getting the return. Hit Dolph past 2, almost past 3, but Darth does have the angle. Gets him chased down. 3 minutes into the game, still no caps. Third round of power-ups comes up. Looks like one tag pro will go to Black Flag, as the other 2 power-ups are a bit delayed. And we'll have a rolling that's diffused, and Steez gets the grab for 4 timers, traps him with the Juke Juice. That tag pro is about to run out, but Hurricane will get out past 2 with it, and Trapson's going to try to make that that solo with the juice. Probably should have chased him a little, forced the issue a little bit sooner before the juice ran out. He does get the tag, but again, Blue running into each other. Black Flag having a bit of an issue with communication. Oh, and it looks like, yes, we could move this out of here. Baller. Thanks for the heads up, Jules. Hit Dolph with the grab. Does not get past Darth, but the handoff works. Hurricane is out past 2, barely has the angle, gets through the gate, and Steez makes that last-minute desperation grab. Traps and can't get that solo, and it looks like Steez will again be in this position where he needs to get out. He does use that bomb to his advantage to get out. However, it's still returned for cap, but Darth will get that tag pro, and so he should be able to protect his flag carrier, as Hurricane is now on the run, trying to stay alive. Mr. Peanut broken that anti-read, keeping... allowing Hurricane to hold, but definitely making it so that he has to stay alive. Tag Pro about to run out. Both flag carriers out. Good return by Darth there, and Chucky will be out past 3, and all of a sudden it's looking pretty grim for Black Flag, as yes, Steez has the blocks, and that will be the first cap of the game for Land 4 Timers. Gets the first cap. Corpse gets a return. First power up comes up. Tag Pro do 4 timers. Steez with the Tag Pro lead, out past 3. Dolph staying alive. Looks like he'll have plenty of time to stay alive. Good out in the base there. And now all of a sudden with the rolling, he's past 3. And if he can get the solo here, that'll be a equalizer cap for Black Flag. But the return comes too late. And it looks like now Dolph will get returned. Chucky spikes himself. And the anti for 4 timers keeps the flag in base, and now Steez is past 2, but with the boost spawn there, he tried to be fancy and didn't get it. Dolph will get the gate, but again, that lack of communication. Porks, the new player for Black Flag, and it's definitely showing that he doesn't have a lot of experience with his team, doesn't know who to trust. Porks is a very experienced Tag Pro player, been around for a long time. Definitely a lot of this is more of learning his team rather than learning the game issues that he's having. Speaking of, the first round of power-up, or first part of power-ups comes out. A lot of these power-ups have gotten really delayed throughout this game, and Porps does come off mid to try to get some blocks in there, but Hurricane's going to need to beat at least one person. Power-ups very delayed. Mid hasn't even come up yet, and we're already 30 seconds in to the round. Dolph out past 1, out past 2, and if Trapson gets the block, oh, it doesn't matter. Chucky misses. That's past 3. That's a cap, and Black Flag equalizes 1-1. And now with the regrabs going, Harry Kane is out past 2, but he's going to have to hurry in, and Darth does get the catch up on the hesitation there. Good defense by 9-4 timers there to reset that. Next round of power-ups coming up. Only power-up that's on time right now is the blue team bottom power-up, as both teams do fight for it, and Roland gets defused pretty quickly. Chucky gets a grab. He will be out past 2, and Blue needs to make sure they get that power-up quick and position themselves. They do, but Peanut has the Tag Pro on the red side. And Steez, with a good bomb, gets himself past 1, but Dolph is there with the angle. Good grabs on both sides. Tag Pro runs out. Darth past 3, but Kane is in the way, and unless he gets soloed here, no. Darth will get brought down. And Harry Kane tries to squeeze in below the defender, but Land for Timer's not having it there. Second to last round of power-ups coming up. Both teams will go for the blue power-up first. Chucky has the blocks, gets the gets the tag pro, and this should be an easy grab for Land 4 Timers as they get one pop. Sees past 2 now, and with the tag pro lead, past 3. Dolph going back for that power up, and he really shouldn't have. He really should have stayed back. That rolling didn't end up doing anything for them, and Land 4 Timers back up now, 2-1. Flags do get reset. Nothing else comes out of that, but definitely lapse in judgment. But Land 4 Timers up by 2, or up by 1. We have a grab by Ed Dolph out past 2 through the gate. Chucky, good OD. Harry Kane looking for that power up, but that's not coming up for a while. He will be out past 1. There is no ante. Porps, meanwhile, with that tag pro, if he can clear the base, this should be a cap for Black Flag. But Kane tries to force something there. Probably should have stayed back a little bit, give his tag pro time to work. The returns don't come until it's too late, and both flags are reset. And now the tag pro's kiss. Land 4 Timers will have a tag pro as corpses will run out. Dolph makes a solo grab against the 1v2 against the Juke Juice, and it doesn't result in much. But Chucky with the flag pro, a little unfortunate for them that they weren't able to get a grab with the tag pro lead. And with 15 seconds left, it should be 2-1 into the first half. And 4 Timers taking the early lead and definitely playing a little bit more solid game right now. Chucky gets the grab and he's out past 3, but he won't be there in time. And Dolph would have been in the way anyway. That'll end the first half. And we'll be back for half 2. This entire match is being played on Centra. So Land 4 Timers not able to sphere ball against a true Centra team in Black Flag. So the ping definitely an advantage for Black Flag, but it looks like Land 4 Timers doesn't mind much, and they were able to dominate that half, kept a lot of hold during that time. And we're back. Game 1, half 2, still on Transilio. NLTP Timers has a 2-1 lead. And LBT will move down to the bottom side, to the blue side. Black flag moving up to red. 1 point game, still plenty of time for either team to win this.
3, 2, 1.
The memes are in full force here as the bombs get used and diffused. Not much to do. We'll get some music going here. A little Tag Pro music for your life. Infinity does get the first grab, and Chucky gets grab as well. Seems like the music isn't working actually. None of the sounds are. Interesting. Well, we have had a couple of grabs, nothing much going on. First round power-ups comes up, and it looks like we'll have 2 tag pros for NLTP Timers. Rolling gets diffused, and Harry Kane, however, is out of base with that flag. I'm sorry, the rolling is not diffused. Kane comes in past 3, and there's no sacrifice there. Interesting. It looks like Black Flag decided to take their chances and see what they got, but nothing comes of it, and now Chucky is out past 2. We'll try to use that bomb to come in. Porks is there in front. Well, too bad our sounds aren't working, but we do have a couple of flaccid here. Nothing comes of it. As Infinity does give Porks a handoff, but the bomb isn't there. Porks wanted it, and now Steez is past 4 potentially. Infinity, though, does have that angle and is able to get in front, get the save. Next round of power-ups comes up. Steez has the rolling, and it looks like Infinity is out past 4. And yes, he gets the cat. Black Flag equalizes. We're 2-2 with 8 minutes to go. Power-ups will start running out. Steez uses the rolling to get a grab, and it looks like he may be out here, and ooh, Porks barely gets that pixel right in front of him. Almost got out there. That almost ended up being a pass 3 situation, as Black Flag has started to use that button more to try to stop NLTP Timers' gate cheats. 15 seconds till power-ups. Probably won't see too much in the way of grabs here, or at least good grabs. Steez does have a good boost in, but doesn't pull the trigger on the grab, and nothing will come of that one. Power-ups comes up, and it looks like we'll have 2 tag pros, 1 for each side. And Chucky is bombs down, but isn't quite able to get around. Steez controlling a lot of space and very open area, but he just can't get anything out of it. And it looks like, ooh, that was a very close opportunity for the cap with the Infinity Placid. And as bombs get diffused, Chucky does get a grab here, and the bomb comes up just in time. He should be able to get out. Oh, but good defense by Trapson. Meanwhile, the NLTP Timers defense not even allowing grabs, allowing spikes though, as Harry Kane walks his happy butt back to the flag. Infinity gets a good grab, good handoff, almost a handoff, but great blocks by Harry Kane gives Infinity plenty of time to try to juke around Darth. Doesn't come, and Harry Kane probably should have grabbed there, and instead elects to try to get the bomb out, but now he doesn't have the flag, and now there's a tag pro on D. Now there's a rolling and tag pro lead. The rolling's diffused, but Steez has that tag pro behind him and a tag pro in front of him, and that will be a cap for Black Flag, putting them back up ahead 3-2. Story of this game so far, Black Flag taking 1 point leads, and Land 4 Timers taking 1 point leads, and Black Flag tying it back up. So here we are, 3-2. About 5.5 minutes left in the game. Still plenty of time for action. Both flag carriers do get returned. Steez with the quick grab. Nothing comes. And it looks like Chucky will have a grab here as Porce goes for the for that rolling. Oh, and Harry Kane barely pulls away just in time. The communication was there to let him know that he needed to get back on that flag spawn ASAP. And now all of a sudden Harry Kane is out past 3. But Mr. Peanut will be there with the juke. Spike by the defender, a gate by another, and now Corpse is in a Steez is in return for cap, and Corpse needs to stay alive here. He goes for the kiss, but it hesitates and misses it. And now Land 4 Timers is up by 2 here. And trying to close the door on Black Flag and try to put this game away. Infinity out past 1, past 2, gets the bomb across. Steez in good position, gets the return, and Harry Kane probably could have pulled the trigger there, elects to hang on for a while, and Darth rushes in back and does get the return. 4 minutes left, power-ups come up in just a few seconds here, and it looks like Black Flag will go ahead and get one of them, but you miss out on the other 2. However, their one is the Tag Pro, so that should help them get a grab. Tag Pro spawning, and if Infinity gets out here past Darth, this will look really good for Black Flag. And he does get the bomb, he's out past 2. Force, however, hadn't been able to get a return yet. And now Infinity is able to barely beat the defender, boosting from behind, and brings Black Flag back within 1. With 3.5 minutes to go, the regrab is there. He's past 1, the blocks are there, and Darth gets in, so Harry Kane will take a lap. Red needs to get the regrab going. Infinity will throw a block before heading to regrab. Looks like Harry Kane will get juke around Darth, the straight line, and now he's past 3, and the blocks are there, and oh, but Chucky is able to get in just in time to hit the grab. And Harry Kane will have to walk around and take yet another attempt at getting past 4. Bombs into Chucky, however, and so Infinity's turn. Infinity needs to try to get out here quick past Darth, and doesn't. Not able to hold for power-ups. However, they will go ahead and get one of the juices, but 2 juices again, 2 power-ups won by Land 4 Timers. Definitely dominating the power-up battle here this round. Harry Kane, however, gets out past 1, past 2, but Darth with the from behind snipe is able to chase him down. 2.5 minutes. 4-3, Land 4 Timers. 1 point game, still very much anyone's game. Power-ups run out. Infinity will try to make something happen here for Black Flag, but Darth, very good defense, is able to hold, able to beat the block and get the return. Black Flag definitely has not been making good use of their bomb, quite like Land 4 Timers has, but they have been making really good use of handoffs here as Harry Kane gets out past 2, and if he can stay ahead of the snipe, he is. He's past 3, and this should be an equalizing cap for them, and he makes it. He makes the boost. That is 4-4. We're tied up, folks, with 2 minutes left. Power-ups coming up. Darth will get the Tag Pro, but we'll have 2 juices for Black Flag and the grab. Let's see what they can make happen here. Infinity past 1, but Darth is making kills. Chucky now gets the grab and is out past 3 potentially, but traps him with a good spawn, and now Harry Kane is out past 2. He will get chased down, though. And the power-ups will run out for both teams as both flags are back at home, and it looks like we may be going into overtime. But Steez making an attempt here, past none, but he has the bomb and Trapson is in place. Good defense on both sides will put those grabs to rest, and Steez, nice jukes, will get past Trapson, and they need to return here quick because power-ups are about to come up, and both teams definitely need this last round to try to give themselves an advantage here. Tag Pro up for Trapson. He'll take that offense on O. Maybe a little bit of a. They're trying to figure out what's going on here. Infinity out past 2 with the juke juice. Still past 2. He'll have to dance around, and Trapson not able to get any tags as the tag pro runs out, just as he runs into a defender. Now Harry Kane needs to get past and stay alive. He does get past. He's past 3. And are the blocks going to be there? Does he have the angle? Yes, he has it. Darth doesn't get the angle. A little bit of a misplay there for Land 4 Timers, a little out of character. Now Black Flag up by 1, and again about to get that another follow-up cap, but he doesn't get it. 8 seconds left. Chucky past 3. Desperation move here. Does Mr. Peanut have the blocks? Does he have it? Yes, he... Oh my god! Trapson gets the save! And that will be a Black Flag victory, 5-4. Holy cow, those pixels get the save. Jesus. What an ending to that game. And we're back. Story of that last half there. 6 tag pros for Land 4 Timers, and yet they to 3 on Black Flag. They won power up 16-11, but still couldn't get the win. Thanks to the amazing 4 minutes of hold on Black Flag. They had 357 compared to 251 for Land 4 Timers. Definitely, and that they had that 9 minutes were bent to 7 for Black Flag as well. So definitely a huge advantage there. However, this one. Market, way different map, very played very differently, and so it should be end up being a really exciting second game here.
3, 2, 1.
As both teams get started. Market, actually a very defensive map, but has potential for, with incorrect play, to result in a ton of caps very quickly. You often see 2 or 3 caps happen within 1 round with power-ups. Unfortunately for offenses, it's actually kind of difficult to get good grabs here. Really, the diagonal boosts are the only map mechanic that gets you grabs. However, there are a lot of ways out once you do have that grab, and so offenses do have a good opportunity to get out. There's also the second boost down, so you can either, from Red's perspective, you can boost down here directly into the flag, or there's a boost using this one off of the 45-degree wall, and if you don't roll on the sidewall, Chucky out past 3 and past 4, and it looks like that will be the first cap for Land 4 Timers, quickly getting on the map, and that shows just how fast things can go when power-ups come up. However, that's 2 tag pros for Black Flag, and Steez needs to stay alive here. This is a return cap situation for Black Flag. Corpse not quite in position to help, but Harry Kane does get the grab, and that will be a cap for Black Flag 1-1. This will be a difficult match to keep up with. A lot of action expected on this map, marked a very high-paced map. And as we saw there, a lot can happen very quickly, and that should be Darth is in good position for the return. And Infinity going to come around, and if they can get the return of cap, no, it's not there. But Dolph gets the save just in time. And now Chucky is out. Neither team playing much anti. Good boost cleared by Mr. Peanut will give his team the second cap for land 4 timers. Couple of quick flaccid. Both Black Flag only ones waiting for the power-ups there, and they get 2 juke juices for the trouble. Meanwhile, Chucky almost out past 4. Doesn't come though. But yeah, like I was saying, the other boost option for offenses, so it's either the one of the 2 boosts, diagonal boosts, or this boost off that 45-degree wall, and then it'll pop you right into the flag. Meanwhile, Harry Kane has a good grab there, good out, gets past 2 with a good blocking, and that will be a 2-2 equalizer. Meanwhile, Black Flag not playing anti here. Very surprising that any team would not play anti at any point in time. They should have anti 24/7 in this map. But it looks like Black Flag are not playing anti, much more anti being played by LPT, a lot more prevent so far too. Next round of power-ups comes up. We have rolling, diffuse, and Chucky will get that last second grab, good kiss, to keep Black Flag from getting a 3rd cap. Infinity trying to maneuver his way around base, but Darth is holding him in base, keeps him from scoring, and keeps him from getting out. And now a good rub grab by Chucky, and he will get it returned, but now Corpse spikes himself. Hurricane has to stay in front, forced to play contain. And now Corpse will play anti, good adjustment there by Black Flag. Probably some coaching changes there, and good jukes by Steez. Dolph gets caught poking out too far, and gets juked around, and that's 3-2 for land 4 timers. Steez with the grab, Harry Kane also with the grab. Steez juking around, trying to get something to happen. Power-ups come up. We have a tag pro for Darth, and we'll have a juke juice for Chucky. That's 2 power-ups for land 4 timers again, another power-up sweep. And it looks like the Flag Pro will get out, and Harry Kane playing good contain D there, slowing them down, staying ahead. And it looks like that will be a desperation grab for Infinity, but Mr. Peanut has the angle on him, and that's 4-2 now for land 4 timers at Flag Pro. The last moment getting them that cap. Steez with the boost crossed. 4 defenders ahead of him, and he's just taking his time, waiting for someone to make a mistake. And there's one flaccid, and Steez will try to make something happen right here. It's not going to happen though. He will get caught up too and chased down. Land 4 timers keeping the regrab train going, keeping the flaccid train going as well. Black Flag for the flaccids. But power-ups will come up, and land 4 timers will about have the sweep, but Infinity a really good boost in to get the tag pro, but Steez is now past 2 and will boost in and misses the flag, and Dolph is there to get the save. Now Infinity forced to flag pro grab with the spawns underneath him. And it looks like Hurricane should be out here. Nope, misses it, but Infinity's got it. Team boost spawns under him, but he does get out past Darth. And he will roll around. Hurricane gets chased down. Infinity with the grab, out past 1, but Darth's good snipe across, using that team boost as the next round power-ups comes up, and it looks like both teams are fighting for it. Bottom is a rolling, it gets defused, and it looks like blue, Land 4 Timers, gets that tag pro. They'll have a free grab here. Interesting that Steez chose to wait so long. That will be a flag pro out though, and a flaccid, and Chucky's out past 3. This should be a cat, but he hits the roll. He hits the roll rather than the corner 45, and now Corpse is past 4. Steez has to stay alive. Darth does get ahead. Both flag carriers running around. Return for cap here, doesn't get it though. Dolph now past 2, and Chucky has the sniper. 3 minutes left in the first half. And 4 timers up, 4-2. On a map like Market, where you often see 10 cap halves. Next round of power-ups comes up. Blue and good, and 4 timers in good position for both. Corpse, however, does get the tag pro. Roll was defused. Steez will wisely take his time. But Hurricane looks like it's going to be out. If not him, someone on black flag use that tag pro to get ahead. And Corpse goes for the swipe, misses, and now Infinity has to stay alive for a moment. As it looks like Darth was in a good position to get the cap. As the tag pro runs out. Black flag. Trying to make a cap happen here. Land 4 timers with the long hold. Very Fender-esque. Looks like he's trained him well. And a lack of anti here for black flag is allowing Land 4 timers to simply keep a regrab chamber for a really long time. They are able to, they're not allowing any caps, but they're also not getting resets, so they're not getting any caps themselves, which they definitely need right now. And now all of a sudden Steez is past 2. Have a tag pro lead, and now Land 4 timers in a return cap situation, but so is black flag. Both teams with tag pros guarding their flag carriers, and it's a contest to see who can get the return first. And it looks like no one will get the return. Tag pros about to run out, as tag pros pull off to get the returns. And now Infinity, a little bit of a hesitation there. And on a map like Market, you just can't hesitate. You have to move fast. It looks like people have a boost opportunity, but he misses the boost. And it's a little, again, hesitation there. Results in nothing. He is waiting for that perfect opportunity. On a map like Market, you're just not going to see it. Even at NLTP-B team, the floor has gotten high enough that you just don't see people make massive mistakes like you used to. Both flag carriers out, and it looks like Steez will go ahead and take his time waiting for that power-up to come up. Infinity gets the return. Tag pro comes out, both flag carriers returned, and if it Dolph heads to the right, that's a cap for black flag, but he elects to go center, up the middle. A little bit predictable there by black flag. Chucky gets out past 4, and nothing comes of it. Infinity about to get chased down here. Dolph looks like he swipes for the kiss, missing the kiss, and it's kind of confusing why would they go for the kiss here, as they did not have anti. A little bit interesting there, but I guess he wanted to get on defense. But now Dolph has to stay ahead. If that boost comes up, it does, and Infinity barely stays alive just in time to keep Land 4 timers from adding another back to their lead as the time runs out, and both teams do get kept. 4-2 for Land 4 timers, as that'll end the first half. And we'll be back in just a moment with the final half of this match between Land 4 timers and black flag. turn the mic up a bit. I do like having the game sounds. I don't know if this is too loud now on the voice. Turn the mic way up. Alright, cool. Alright, so story of that match. It looks like power-ups were even between the teams. However, Black Flag had 6 tag pros to Land 4 Timers 3. However, those tag pros, with 6 tag pros, they only got 2 caps. Definitely not making good use. I know there were a couple times where either Land 4 Timers also had a tag pro, or they just had that flag out. Definitely, I'd say a big story of that half was the lack of anti being played by Black Flag. Definitely reduced the number of kept the regrab train going for Land 4 Timers, and Land 4 Timers had over 5 minutes of hold to 420 on Black Flag. Meanwhile, Prevent was even worse. LBT had that 840 of Prevent and only 640 for Black Flag, so 2 minutes more of Prevent definitely helped them a lot. Shows that those regrab trains were definitely very effective. But this is Market. It's anyone's game. Only 2 caps, which is definitely something that they can overcome in this half. Fun fact, there were 4 rolling bombs that map, and all of them were defused within a second. And we're back with Game 2, Half 2. Gone ahead and turned the music off. I do like having the game sounds going.
2, 1.
As looks like not much in the way of lineup changes here. I don't think Porps played that last half, or maybe it was Trapson. I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, it was Trapson gets subbed in. Infinity with the first grab of the half, and Chucky gets the counter grab past 3. Slows down a little bit, allows Porps to catch up. Meanwhile, Darth trying to chase down Harry Kane, and Harry Kane goes for the kiss. Black Flag did have anti, and Land 4 Timers didn't, and now they're the ones out with the flag. So good halftime adjustment there by Black Flag, playing the anti and going for the kiss. It's definitely extremely helpful on this map. Mr. Peanut, good grab there. We'll be out past 3 as both teams were going for the power-ups. And he's that free grab. Now Trapson out past 2, and Porps is rolling, gets diffused into his own flag carrier. And if Harry Kane can beat these 2 folks, he'd have a potential cap, but it does not come. Both defenses staying ahead very well. Score on the game's 4-2 in favor of Land 4 Timers, but it's Market. Anything can happen. Speaking of, Land 4 Timers coming in past 2. Trapson gets a slow, and Porps gets the return. Steez now going to have to take a lap, as Harry Kane is staying quite alive. And both teams somehow get ante, but Infinity gets the grab, but gets popped, and now Steez will put Land 4 Timers on the board 1-0 on the half, put him up 5-2 in the game. But Trapson with the counter cap gets slowed down. Good offensive D by Land 4 Timers to stop that. but that's a power-up sweep for Black Flag, and they don't have time to get the base cleared with the Tag Pro, and now Hurricane needs to move fast. Is slowed down, does get stopped, and now the flag is reset. And it looks like, again, another Tag Pro for Black Flag that turns into nothing, as both flags are still reset. $7:25 left in the game. Land 4 Timers leads 5-2. Both defenses keep holding the flag in base, keeping the flag in base, doing a good job this half. As Infinity has a really good grab and is passed to Peanut, goes for the snipe from behind, and Infinity runs, allows Darth to get ahead of him, and then Harry Kane looked like he was making a move for that Tag Pro. That's going to be 2 Tag Pros for LBT. This should be a capping situation. Flag Pro grab, and it looks like the other Tag Pro comes in. All 4 of Black Flag's team members are there. Darth gets the grab and is almost past 4, but doesn't quite hit the boost in time, and a good catch up there by Infinity to stop that. However, last Tag Pro is running out, and that will finally be the cap for Land 4 Timers, putting them up 6-2 in the game. And another regrab, no anti there, and that adds to the Land 4 Timers lead, now putting them up 7-2. And this game is definitely running away from Black Flag with 6 minutes left. Still plenty of time on a map like Market where you can have 3 caps in 30 seconds. Still plenty of time to make something happen. However, it's looking a little grim already. But they're not quite out of the woods yet. Steez gets the free grab while Porps goes for the Tag Pro and misses the boost in, but it doesn't matter, he does have time. Black Flag don't adjust fast enough, and the game is quickly becoming a Land 4 Timers cap fest in classic fashion. And now Darth is past 4, and Harry Kane, the Tag Pro runs out. Infinity going for that tag, just can't get it, and now with the anti, he needs help. Porps will come and give him that help, and that capping opportunity disappears for Black Flag as he spikes, as the flag carrier spikes himself. Porps trying to desperately stay ahead, can't stop the cap, and now Chucky is trying to come in for another follow-up cap, but Porps does have the grab, is able to get out, stays alive long enough, and now is actually in a really good position to try to get a cap himself if Harry Kane can get the solo. But Steez, very the 100 own-ish player, will wisely just hold. Power-ups comes up, 2 Tag Pros. Tag Pros split to each team. Mr. Peanuts will last a few seconds longer than Harry Kane's. And Steez needs to stay alive here. The communication isn't there. Infinity should have come off to help. And now Steez is in return for cap for just a moment. As one Tag Pro runs out and the other runs out as well. $4:20 left in the game. Land 4 Timers has a dominating 9-2 lead, but Infinity comes in with a straight boost and bounces off his own defender. Really unfortunate. I think that was a spawn that he bounced off of. Definitely unfortunate. Had the capping opportunity and just barely didn't get it there. Next round of power-ups comes up, and again, Black Flag caught with both defenders going for the power-up, and Land 4 Timers gets the free grab. Trapson is able to solo him, but it's definitely been a very difficult thing for Black Flag to deal with this half. Both Steez and Chucky have been more than willing to pull off of the power-up if both defenders come challenge them. Definitely glad to give out the power-up. Trapson goes in for the anti. I think Porps thought he would get that. Trapson would get the return, and now Land 4 Timers is in a regrab position. Has a train going. Porps will play anti very wisely, but at this point, Land 4 Timers just needs to delay. They just need to take laps, run off that clock. There's only 3 minutes left in a 7-cap lead. They're looking very good here, and the longer that both flags are out of base, the better for them. And now Chucky will actually have the block, And a great boost block by Darth, but Porps with a good save grab, but it doesn't matter. Infinity doesn't get there in time. Chucky rolls around as Porps gets returned, and that's now 6-0 for Land 4 Timers with just less than 3 minutes left. And with an 8-cap lead, Black Flag is going to need almost like 3 caps a minute right now, with 2.5 minutes left, in order to get the tie. Probably not going to happen though. I think we can safely say that this game is in Land 4 Timers' belt, as Black Flag is not even allowing kisses, just trying to hold that flag as much as they can to try to give themselves opportunities. And Trapson can't get the solo on Chucky, so Infinity will have to take another lap. We'll have to wait. And Chucky's down in return for cap, but the return doesn't come. Infinity avoids the solo. And a snipe here could get the return, but it doesn't come. 2 minutes left on the clock. Second to last round of power-ups. 10-2 Land 4 Timers. Porps gets the tag pro. Let's see if Black Flag can use a tag pro to get a cap this time. Steve's doing an outstanding job holding this half. Has really just not allowed the Black Flag defenders to catch up to him, and Harry Kane is in a Black Flag's in a return for cap, but he ends up getting returned, and Land 4 Timers gets a cap instead. It is now a 9-cap game. Black Flag will finally put themselves on the board, 7-1, that making it 11-3 on the game, and they need a whole slew of caps here. They're just going to have to keep taking swipes at it, see if they can get it. And now Chucky barely gets caught up. Almost had another cap for Land 4 Timers. Let's see if Black Flag can get the blocks here, but the blocks don't come. Teams in somewhat of a disarray, getting obviously very desperate to make grabs, trying to get caps, trying to at least slow the bleeding. And Chucky gets the rolling, and no one even goes for the other rolling. Darth finally does. That's going to be another power-up sweep for Land 4 Timers, but both, it doesn't seem to matter too much. Both were rollings. 8-1. Make that 12-3 on the game for Land 4 Timers. Final 30 seconds. As both defenses do get reset. Steve's out, pass 2, pass 3. It looks like we actually had a rage quit, potentially, by Porps. No, that wasn't Porps. Not sure who that was. Infinity? Yeah, I think it looked like... No, he's here. Not sure, but it doesn't seem to matter as game runs down. 13-3 is the final score. Land 4 Timers dominates on Market against Black Flag, and that will be the split on the week for both teams. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Make sure to follow if you enjoyed, and we'll be back next week with more Tag Pro action.